we've all had that one special teammate who we connect with on a unique level on the pitch. The guy who seems to know and understand your every move so well that playing together with him makes both of you that much better. And inspired by that, today we are looking at our top 10 list of the best football partnerships of all time. And before we go further, make sure to leave your favorite duos in the comments below, as you might disagree with some of our choices. Let's go. Number 10. Roberto Carlos and Cafu. Brazil has always produced great talent, but most of the time we think of more attacking players. However, Roberto Carlos and Cafu made it cool for the young guys to wanna be a fullback, and they are the true pioneers and icons of the role. Nowadays dominated with the likes of Robertson and Alexander-Arnold. Roberto Carlos and Cafu were both instrumental in Brazil's success in late 90s and early 2000s, and will forever remain a legendary fullback duo. Number 9. Steven Gerrard and Fernando Torres. During his Liverpool years, Gerrard played with some incredible strikers, such as Luis Suarez, Michael Owen and Robbie Fowler. But his partnership with Fernando Torres was simply magnificent. They clicked on a whole different level, and although getting close, they never actually won any trophies together. However, they will be remembered as one of the most unique partnerships in the Premier League history, who unfortunately could have achieved so much more. Number 8. Clarence Seedorf and Kaká. Oh boy, the good old AC Milan. A little decade ago, the likes of Pirlo, Gattuso, Seedorf, Kaká and Shevchenko were the kings of Europe. And while many great partnerships were formed within that team, Kaká and Seedorf were the ones playing their absolute best football in that period. They won the Champions League together, while each of them also grabbing a bunch of individual awards, and I actually would argue Seedorf is one of the most underrated players of all time. So don't forget about him. Number 7. Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic. The Premier League has seen some amazing defensive couples over the years, but we would argue the greatest partnership was between Ferdinand and Vidic. This duo had everything: tackles, leadership, strength and great chemistry, and together they won 9 trophies, including a Champions League and 5 Premier League titles. And in a recent interview, Vidic was quoted believing a big part of their success was due to their great relationship off the pitch as well. Number 6. Alan Shearer and Chris Sutton. While these names might sound a bit unfamiliar to the younger viewers, before MSN and BBC, there was the infamous SAS. Alan Shearer and Chris Sutton scored a combined 49 goals as they led Blackburn to win the Premier League in 1995. And Alan Shearer still holds the record for the most Premier League goals ever scored. And it's quite hard to imagine anyone beating that record anytime soon. No matter what, this is a legendary partnership that simply cannot be forgotten. Number 5. Toni Kroos and Luka Modric. Cristiano Ronaldo, Marcelo and Sergio Ramos were all huge factors in Real Madrid's Champions League hat-trick. But the midfield engine with Kroos and Modric was quite literally the heart of that team. Combining their strengths, they can pretty much run and dominate any midfield. And although the most successful years might already be a thing of the past, this is one of those special partnerships we will look back on in the years to come. Number 4. Paul Scholes and Roy Keane. While many United fans might instantly think of Andy Cole and Dwight York as that one true iconic partnership, perhaps it's the inner midfielder in me that just had to include Scholes and Keane on the list. This midfield duo had it all, and under Sir Alex Ferguson, Keane was the leader, controlling and usually dominating the midfield in a more defensive role, while Scholes was the playmaker with an incredible passing range. The two complemented each other perfectly, with Giggs and Beckham on the wings, and led Manchester United to countless trophies, including the famous treble in 1999. Number 3. Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez. These two have scored over 800 goals together since 2014. And while Messi is responsible for the majority of those goals, him and Suarez really seem to enjoy playing together. They're also great friends off the pitch. Not that it necessarily matters, and as the years go by and the numbers keep on rising, eventually this duo will go down as one of the most successful partnerships of all time. Now the story could be different if Neymar never left Barcelona, but it is what it is. Number 2. Dennis Bergkamp and Thierry Henry. As individuals, Bergkamp and Henry are some of the best foreign players the Premier League has ever seen. But together, they had elegance and skill, speed and flair, and tons of assists and goals. And both players were a crucial part of the legendary Invincible season, with Bergkamp, for the most part, being the creator and Henry scoring goals for fun. The Premier League highlight reels are packed with ridiculous plays from both of them, and they were an absolute joy to watch for the fans around the world. Number 1. Xavi Hernandez and Andres Iniesta. When you think of Xavi, you think of Iniesta, and vice versa. And these two made defenders look like statues week in, week out, with short and long passes, brilliant dribbles, and divine vision. Honestly, they had it all. Xavi and Iniesta both came from La Masia and were central figures in what some might call the best club side ever, along with orchestrating a few international trophies for Spain. They were the living example of what total football should look like. Xavi and Iniesta are simply true legends of the game, and they will go down as the best football partnership the world has ever seen. And that's it for today's top 10 list. Obviously, we had to leave out legendary names such as Pelé and Garrincha, who won 2 World Cups and never lost a game playing together, the modern partnerships such as Neymar and Mbappe or Salah and Mane. Honestly, there are so many to choose from. So make sure to let us know in the comments what you think the best football partnerships of all time are. If you enjoyed today's episode, make us happy by smashing the like button, and for more videos like this one, you wanna subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the green icon on your screen. That's it for today. I'm out.